Hi, this is Michael. Thank you very much for your attention. For a long time now, some of you have contacted us asking to take a look at some of these material of the Chinese landing the probe on the moon in 2013. But honest, we don't like to bother with this type of material, and by now we were hoping that someone else would have made a video about this event. However, we have been contacted by other people whom we believed to be Chinese who are requesting the same thing, but they have different reasons for doing this. Anyway, we have received so many questions and requests regarding this Chinese material that we have decided to make a video and to share with you what we have found. At the end of this video, we are going to tell you a little bit more regarding the reason why we have made this video. When you watch this video, as the rover is coming down, have you been wondering what are all these flashes of lights that we see back here, this glimmering or something like that? In this section, we are going to show you that CGI is being used to remove something from this rover. Watch this object changing shapes. This is where the video editing, it is more noticeable. Now, what we did was to slow down this video to a crawl so we can look at these things that are happening. So we're going to take it one step at a time here. There is all kinds of editing taking place all over this video. See, something is crawling up and down. You see the work? You see, what they are doing is removing from this video a part of an object or objects that they don't want us to see, okay? Unfortunately, at the same time, they are removing parts of the rover that are attached to this object or objects. So, after they do all their erasing work, they have to come back and paint back in the video the parts of the rover that we are supposed to see. In this video, you are watching a very small example as to why CGI it is such a powerful tool. In this section, we are going to play the video again. But here, we have inserted some of our enhanced images to show you the object or objects that they were trying to remove during the CGI surgery. You see, we were wondering why the rover has these strange looking and bulky antennas in the back. But as it turns out, these are not antennas at all. These are some type of handles. Handles. And just why does the rover need handles in the back, may we ask? The astonishing answer in just a moment. Just take a look at all the objects that we are seeing in our enhanced image. And in this image, we found the answer to the question, why does the Chinese rover need handles in the back? Because inside this factory/movie studio, robotic arms were hoisting the Chinese rover from one location to another one in the air. You see, these robotic arms are some of the objects that they were removing as we showed you from the rover before. And these robotic arms not only are holding the rover by these handles in the air, but also it is these robotic arms, the ones that are bringing the rover down in front of a camera to create the illusion that the rover, it is descending on this non-existent space platform. We have prepared a few drawings for you to share with you in a visual style our theory as to what is going on in this operation, and also to help you out to understand why the Chinese designed their rover the way it looks. By the way, in this operation, we think that they damaged the left solar panel of this rover. Coming up in our next section of this video. Now, if you notice in this video, there's a glitch that happens. It's fast. Okay, we're going to play it for you. It happens really fast. You see here, something strange happened here, and, you know, it's like, it's not really that noticeable, but it's there. And this is what we have found. Keep your eyes on the left solar panel of the rover. Okay, there it goes. The rover is going to go down. Now, do you notice something? Look how crooked is the left solar panel in relationship to the one on the right. But after this funny business of the video glitch, the left solar panel, it becomes nice and straight. And in between these two video frames, we have this glitch. And here we have a mystery. We are looking at two rovers in this image, and we don't understand why. Because there is only one rover on the surface of the moon. This we found intriguing and very interesting, okay? And so now we started a discussion among us. Now here's one thing that we thought of. And so we're going to bounce a few things out of you now, the viewers now, okay? So we were thinking, suppose they are in a studio set and they stopped the production of the video, okay? And they walked into the set and they took the rover out and they fixed the left solar panel. And after they fixed it, they brought the rover back in and placed it back in the same position. Could the fact that they moved the rover had caused the misalignment that we are seeing in this frame? Well, if they moved the rover and they brought it back and they placed the rover back in the same position and the camera never moved, then we may have seen a little glitch on the left solar panel because this is what they fixed, okay? But other than that, I don't think that we would have seen this big double rover exposure that we are seeing, okay? And if you study very carefully the area of this glitch, you can see clearly that one rover is standing in the frame and the other one is moving out of the frame. So clearly there are two rovers here, okay? And what we are driving at is this. We think that they switched the rovers. We think that the rover that is going down the ramp, it is not the same as the rover that the robotic arms dropped off at the top of the ramp. But why would they switch the rover? We were wondering. And so now we bounced another question to you here. And what we were thinking is this: what if the rover that is going down the ramp is remote control, and the one that stays at the top of the ramp, it is not? Okay, now let's see what you have to say about that. So we became suspicious about this whole thing here, and what we decided to do was to take two still images of these two different rovers. The one with the crooked panel, it's on top of this image, and the one with the straight solar panel is on the bottom. And now we tried to take these images as close as we could to the glitch itself, because this is where the two rovers are the closest to each other's. So anyway, and what we are seeing is astonishing, because these two rovers, they don't look the same, and the big difference is around the piping area. You see the big gap that we see between these two rovers? Now look at all the pipes and things that we see in the back on the rover on the top. And look at the rover on the bottom now. You see how small that gap is? And then look, it looks like it's missing something, right? It looks so skimpy, okay? And now you make the call. Do these two rovers look the same to you? It may be that this rover, it is bulky and heavy, and this may explain one of the reasons why we see this rover being transported by the robotic arms, which is why they had to put handles on the back of it. But also, they had to switch the rovers because these ramps to go down could not support its weight. Later in this video, we will show it to you. But then here, we made another astonishing discovery, and this is right before your eyes now. This is not something that we have to go any further for you to see. Do you see a difference between these two images that we have placed before your eyes? And what we have discovered in this image is that not only did they switch the rovers, but also they are downgrading the quality resolution of this video. When you watch their videos, once in a while, notice how there is like some sort of flash or something like that, or it seems like the lights get dimmed out. Well, we caught up onto this right here in this image. In this image, we can see these people, they are downgrading in certain areas the video resolution quality. Take a look at these two images. Now, you know that when you take still pictures from Windows Movie Makers, they look very crappy. Now, you know this. The resolution is bad until you publish the video, okay? If you look at these two rovers in these images, they came from the same video section, and yet look how different they are in the resolution quality. Did you see how clean, sharp, and clear the image on the top is? And yet, the one on the bottom looks so crappy and grayish. In other words, before the fake flash of light, we get a high HD resolution quality video, and after the fake flash of light, we get a low quality crappy resolution video. We caught up to their game in this image, and they are doing it for two reasons. Number one, here they switch the rovers. They didn't want us to take a clear look at the fact that the one on the top has more details than the one on the bottom, see? And number two, now that they landed on the moon, they didn't want us to take a good, clear view of the moon terrain. We have two instances in which they use an artificial flash of light. For example, in this section, the artificial flash of light, it is very easy to spot, because notice that this image